Hello, everyone. Welcome to ARC Automotive Review. Today, we're talking about Stellantis' CEO resigning. Basically, some differences going on in the company, heads going head to head, and not agreeing. So, someone's got to leave, and the CEO of Stellantis decided to leave. So, kind of some big news in the automotive world. Looks like we're seeing more and more news as we approach into 2024, looking into 2025. Some of the things in terms of outlook aren't looking great, but here we are. Changes, new administration, uh, tariffs coming. Um, there's going to be a lot of differences affecting this market specifically. So we're gonna, walk through why this is important and kind of, what happened maybe leading up to this. We don't know the specifics, but we do know the CEO resigned. So here we go. Uh, sub Subheading of this article by Fox Business was published about 2 days ago from this video. So looks like Stellantis is focusing on realigning their U.S. operations to ensure a strong start to 2025. Most automotive companies are doing so. Companies that have operations in countries like China and Mexico and Taiwan and just overseas in general are looking to kind of bring some of those operations back to the U.S. In preparation for the new administration. So here we go. Stellantis CEO Carlos abruptly resigned on Sunday after 4 years at the helm of the automaker due to disagreements with the board. The board accepted his resignation immediately, and the brand. So Stellantis, you got to remember, Stellantis owns the brands Chrysler, Jeep, Fiat, Ram as well. Um, so those are some things to remember when you're looking at Stellantis as a whole. There's a lot of brands underneath them. And all those brands are trying to conform to fit better in the United States and just perform well. So it looks like they've got interim. We just saw that, and looks like Stellantis. One of the biggest advantages that they have, for one, being a enormous company. Two, Stellantis has they put a lot of emphasis on having alignment between their shareholders, their board of directors, and the CEO. And whenever a company is in alignment, it's easier to make decisions. It's easier to fundamentally do better. And so it looks like some of these views have caused division in the company, and ultimately that division and disagreement can lead to people leaving for various reasons. Um, Recently, Stellantis, in terms of my opinions, hasn't done a great job of listening to consumers. I think Stellantis has done their own thing. Consumers are starting to recognize that they're not getting the type of product that they want, and so they're leaving the brand altogether. Doesn't really matter if it's because of price, because of features, because of quality control or lack of. And so I think Stellantis, their revenues down, profits are turning down, and that's just a direct result of their relationship with consumers. At least I believe so. There's probably a couple different other things as well, but that is a big driver of that. Not to mention being a larger company. If you looked at a bell curve, they are disproportionate compared to a smaller company. And so when the market is down, they're going to typically do a little bit worse as well. So um, we've got, looks like chairman thanked the CEO for being a leader in the industry, taking over ownership over the company in early 2021. And really it, kind of article talking about China, the forecast for 2024 compared from earlier predictions. Probably didn't think they were going to do as bad as they are, and so they're, like we mentioned in the last couple of videos, you know, your outcast and or your outlook and forecasts are going to look different depending on market conditions, consumer sentiment, and things like that. And so at this time, we're starting to see companies maybe become more conservative in their projections, especially for the last quarter into the new year, with really uncertain changes with the new administration, not knowing exactly how things are going to shake out, what's going to happen in that first month of the new year and such. So looks like Stellantis was, Obviously, we saw them laying some folks off at their assembly plant, looking to maybe focus some efforts in a different place. Company noted third quarter earnings report after seeing a 27% decline in revenue with the same period in 2023. So that's looks to be like a Q3 of 2024 versus Q3 2023. It's a pretty decent drop, a third of the net revenue coming into the company, specifically in the North American market. I think is where it was hit, and says in the midst of North American inventory reductions, U.S. dealer inventory level was a focus priority. Yep. So when you guys are seeing the sales on Stellantis, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about the huge markdowns and that dealerships have been having with Ram products, with Chrysler products, with Dodge products over the last couple of months. In order to just get inventory down, dealerships were taking quite a bit of a hit, and so was Stellantis. So that negatively affected them as well. Kind of one of the problems with being a bigger player, but that looks to be a brief background on Stellantis, kind of where the company is at, where they're going. If you guys found any of this information useful, please like, subscribe, and comment. Commenting greatly helps. I'd love to engage with you guys, see what you're looking for next. Kind of just bringing this information to you guys in a different manner than some other platforms. Looking at some of the results, financially for the company, the implications of it, and what this kind of means looking forward for other companies that may be in similar standing as Stellantis. Um, will we see more CEOs dropping out? Um, who knows? There could be a lot of changes that CEOs aren't willing to take on or risk their name over. So we may see the market changing quite a bit, and it'll be interesting to see as we get closer and closer to January 1 of 2025. Look forward to talking to you guys on the next one.